outside of the 9.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau with the temps. Well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid rain. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. And off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. 20-yard line. First and 10, here's Rodgers. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, and especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Panthers.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Jones
You ain't even
again.
fucking block him.
And he'll lose yardage here.
Man,
Back
fuck
at the
it, we're going for
47. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up fourth down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check 50. Scan 300. Scan 300. 56. Mike, 56. I'm here all day.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got this down to the 35. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jeremy Chin charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Packers nothing.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
A gain of 11.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jackson, option right. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50, 30.
I'm only going to be able to carry it so far.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 23-yard.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to...
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Jackson, option right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Preston Smith there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, his throw caught at about the 5.
Jackson.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Carolina. Joey Sly.
The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Switch. 26.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 50. Hey, you block over here. 45. Over.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And able to find Green. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Pick it up, 10-30. 56, Mike, 56. All day, dog.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. 56.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will make it into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Working from the gun, Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Trey Boston.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with a hustle.
Hey, take 26. Just like that. Just like that.
Rodgers again now. And Adams has it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Preston Smith on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard
Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Again, it's Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Go to 50.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. On the right side, caught by Green. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Carolina.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And a Panther first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brings up 4th
and for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And now the throw hauled in by Green. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Adams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Watch the twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Check. Check. Whip.
They'll run it with Jones. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Pride.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down at the 26.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.